Confession of the King's Fool. They call me Fool, Jester, cap and bells, as if that makes the blade lighter when it rests against my neck. I am the only soul in this kingdom permitted to insult the crown and leave the room breathing. For everyone else, a sharp tongue earns a sharper ending. For me, it earns laughter or death. There is no middle ground. So let this be my confession, scratched in ink while the moon watches like an executioner who enjoys suspense. Every insult I deliver is a wager with my life. When I bow before the king or queen, bells jingling, smiles stitched to my face, I am not performing comedy. I am performing survival. The court thinks I dance because I am carefree. The people think I am blessed with divine wit. The nobles despise me because I may say what they dream and still keep my head. They are wrong about all of it. The secret is this. I never insult the crown as it is. I insult the crown as it fears itself to be. Before I ever sharpen a joke, I sharpen my eyes. I watch the king's hands during council, how his fingers linger over maps of lands he never conquered. I note the queen's smile when praised for beauty, and how it falters when praised for wisdom. I listen when courtiers whisper, when servants sigh, when guards drink too much and talk too freely. I collect these moments like knives and hide them in my sleeves. When I step before the throne and say, "Your Majesty's bravery is unmatched. No one flees danger faster," I am not mocking courage. I am mocking the king's private terror of cowardice. When I jest, the queen's reflection bows before her subjects ever do. I am not calling her vain. I am exposing her fear of being unloved without admiration. And when they laugh, it is not because the insult is harmless. It is because I have struck the wound so precisely that laughter is the only way to deny it bleeds. But that alone is not enough. A clean insult kills faster than a dull one. The blade must be wrapped in silk. So I always turn the joke back upon myself. I stumble, I exaggerate my stupidity. I make myself the lesser creature, the safe target. I say, "Forgive me, Majesty, my brain rattles like my bells. Perhaps I misunderstand your greatness." In this way, they laugh not as the accused, but as the superior. The insult lands, yes, but it lands below the throne, not upon it. This is the oldest trick I know. Power only tolerates truth when it believes it is still in control. The jealous courtiers do not see the cost. They see the laughter and the wine and the seat near the fire. They do not see the nights I rehearse a single sentence until dawn, testing every word for sharpness and mercy. They do not see how I measure the queen's mood by the tilt of her crown, or how I abandon entire routines because the king's jaw clenched once too often that day. I have buried jokes like children because they would have killed me. There is another secret, darker still. Sometimes I miss on purpose. Not enough to earn silence, never silence, but enough to feel the rope brush my throat. A half-second too long before laughter. A cough in the wrong place. A smile that comes late. Why? Because fear keeps me honest. The moment I believe myself untouchable is the moment I become dead. I have seen past jesters grow bold, cruel, drunk on their immunity. Their jokes stopped dancing and began marching. The crown does not laugh at a mirror held too steadily. And so I remind myself, I live only as long as I am useful, and I am useful only as long as I am afraid. If you're reading this, perhaps I have finally failed. Perhaps a joke fell flat, or truth spoke louder than wit. If so, know this, my final confession. I was never mocking the king or queen. I was confessing for them, saying aloud what their crowns forbid them to admit. and disguising it as foolishness so they could survive hearing it. Laughter in this court is not joy. It is mercy.